Hi, my name is Steven Ng Qizhe, and now I'll be presenting question 4 of the case study. So, firstly, I imported all the CSV files into Power BI that I downloaded from here, and now I'll be explaining that the ETL stages of each of them. So, as seen here, I changed their type from text to decimal numbers because they are in number forms, and this will make it easier to read for us. And I also removed the growth U, the growth YOY, and growth QOQ from the list because they are all in percentage form, and I don't want the readers to confuse this number with this. Now for the second query, I remove the null data types from the whole list because it serves no purpose, and I also narrow down the date to the last decade because we don't want to, because there is too much data to arrange and we don't want to confuse that. So we'll only take the data from the last decade, which are the nearest to us. Next, I also change their data type, as seen here, from decimal number to fixed decimal number for all of them. As seen here, I also added a new column named economic status, which have 3 types, each name developing, medium economy, and high economy. If the GDP of that year is higher than 1.5 million, then it will be classified as high economy. If it is only higher than 1.2 million, then it is classified as medium economy. And if it is lower than that, which is lower than 1.2 million, it is classified as developing. And lastly, of course, I also removed the growth YOU, YOY, because they are all because the data in it are all represented in percentage. And now I'll be talking about the third query, which is the FDI flows. So first step, as we all do, we change their data type from text to fixed decimal numbers because they are all in numbers and this makes it easier to read, unlike this, which has a lot of digits, which will confuse them. And then I also reduce the number of rows by only choosing the year starting from 2015 because we only want data from the last decade, 2015 to 2025 as seen here. I also added a new column named FDI performance category, which is based on the net. If it is lower than 8, it is considered as low investment. Senior 8, low investment, 3, low investment. And if it is higher than 10, it is considered as a strong investment. And lastly, I also removed the year 2025 from our data, from the date, because we don't have the year 2025 from each of our query above, so it is considered an extra. Now, last but not least, this is the dashboard that I made to show Malaysia's economic performance for the past decade. It shows the sum of GDP, the sum of GNI, and the sum of GDP capital, and the sum of GNI capital. So, based on the dashboard, we can know that Malaysia's GDP over the past decade is slightly higher than GNI, indicating strong domestic production with some income flowing abroad. The GPT per capita and GNI per capita values suggested improvement in average income and living standards for our citizens. The comparison between GDP and GNI helps the Ministry of Finance evaluate economic performance and income distribution. Overall, The dashboard supports better policy planning and long-term economic growth strategies. That's all from me. Thank you.